You're here, I'm pleased, I really dig your company. Good. Welcome to A Dreamy Night. A Dreamy Night by yours truly, Marva Ayoka Harris. I'm so pleased that you could be with me today. Of all the things you could be doing, you're spending your precious time with me. I honor that and I thank you. Dreamy Night. As you think about the color black, there are many things attached to this. Stigmas, fears, projections of a culture. This show is an examination of the people, black, and the color black. As an artist, I would describe myself as abstract expressionism, in that I like delving into worlds of different realities and feelings and emotions and movement and energy. And in this particular show, I'm hoping to show how the color black ramps up and steps up other colors that are bold and beautiful, and also talk about the people who are black, who are also bold and ramped up and beautiful. And that is our hope in the Dreamy Night. This piece, my signature piece for the show, is an embodiment of the night itself, pictured as a black woman, a beautiful black woman, amidst the stars at night. Dreamy night. And now, our exhibit. Our first piece is entitled 2020, and it was done in the year 2020, that very tumultuous year. It is made and hewn out of tissue paper, as there was a shortage. It is on a stretched canvas. It is 16 by 20 inches, and it was done in the year 2020. 2020. This piece is entitled Eyes on the Prize. Eyes on the Prize is a remembrance of a time in my life where I needed to keep focused, stay steadied on the path that I would keep moving forward. This piece was painted with my right hand, as I had sustained an injury that broke my dominant painting hand. And one night, determined that I was going to continue to paint, I, through lots of pain, painted this piece to remind myself that the show must go on, and it does. Eyes on the prize. This piece is entitled Together. Notice the bold, colorful strokes in this piece. This is reminiscent of a style of Jackson Pollock, where the applique is done without a paintbrush, kind of throwing paint against the canvas to create this textured look. So this textured look reminds me of the quilts that wrap us warmly, made by our grandmother's hands, our auntie's hands. And here the women are cloaked together, and this piece is called Together. It is a 30 by 40 inch stretched canvas, mixed media, metallic, and primarily acrylic paint. Together. Take your time with it. This series is a series that is reminiscent of our street, of our stop, of our hood, of our ghetto, as people like to put it, where we're from. It is the knit, grit, the hustle, the grind of a people. But even though these hewn out structures, such as back in the 60s, Cabrini Greens and other inner city structures, the buildings themselves were not made with vibrant light for us to thrive. In fact, it was systematic to place us in these areas. But what we do to any space we come into is we add our color, we add our style, we add our rhymes, our words, and our rhythm. This piece entitled Our Block is what I hope you'll feel when you see that. If you come in close, there are some of my favorite hip hop artists, some of the things we say to each other, hey, floss, all kinds of things that are embedded in this one. Poppin', our block. And a part of this series as well, when we think about our block, there have been a lot of young black men who've lost their lives on the block and the activities that come on the block. This piece is dedicated to a student of mine who passed away. He was gunned down. And I remember the next day driving to school and seeing his shoes hewn up over the line as it was. We do this in our society when someone's gone on, they throw their shoes up over power lines. And so this piece is entitled Shooting and Falling Stars. It's done in acrylic and also metallic. It is a mixed media. It's hewn on 22 by 28 inch stretch canvas. Shooting of Falling Stars. This piece up above it, I felt was appropriate to place in this because it comes from the scripture, if thou withdraw thy hand from me, where will I go? No other help do I know than that of the Lord. The hands are reaching up into heaven, out of the knit and grit of the city, the barbed wire representing those barriers to black people, but their hands are above it, so they're not bound by those barriers and structures. No other help. And this piece here is very muted in color to show the buildings and how they may feel cold and distant, but we add our color and our spice everywhere we go. This piece is called The Vibe on the Block. Spellman, thy name we praise, standards and honor raise. We'll ever faithful be throughout eternity. May peace with thee abide, and God forever bind thine height supreme and true. Blessings to you. That is the alma mater of Spelman College. And in there, there's a key line that speaks about being undaunted by the fight. This piece, undaunted, unmoved, represents the strength, the vigor, the vibrancy of the black woman. Notice her neck is erect and stretched, elongated, high, lifted, surrounded in colors. She is also bearing, if you'll notice, a child. So she is the Mother Earth. She is the embodiment of so many things. She is undaunted. She's 15 by 30 inch acrylic on stretched canvas. Now you know we love our hair, right? And you know that our hair is our crown. And so, this beautiful sister here, I wanted her afro to be outstandingly bold, almost as though the weight of her hair would allow her neck to get a little tired. She might dip under the weight of her glory. That her head is only bowed under the weight of her glory. This piece is called Crown. It is a mixed media. There are silk flowers in her afro, and it is hewn out of metallic primarily and acrylic paint. This is Crown. This piece here is entitled A King's Princesses. It is on 28 by 30 inch stretched canvas. It is a mixed media, and this piece is very exciting to share with you all. It is the importance of a man, a strong black man, or just a strong man in general in a woman's life. And these are his daughters and his people, and he's there for their protection, as my father was to me. So this piece is me thinking on the king in my life, and we are his princesses, the king's princesses. This collection is entitled May's Flowers. My mother's name is May Harris. It's dedicated to all the strong women in our life. Often people receive their flowers when they're no longer here. This is a reminder to celebrate those who you cherish while they yet live and remain. Give a person their flowers. Give a black woman her flowers. May's Flowers, y'all. It is a set of 4, including African violets, which represents royalty, that purple, and also happens to be my mother's favorite flower. It is done, this particular piece, on 15 by 30 stretch canvas. It is oil and acrylic. The surrounding pieces here are on 8 by 10 stretch canvas board, and they complete the set. May's Flowers. Take your time. This piece is entitled Dancing in the Rain. And I'll leave it at that. 15 by 30 inch stretch canvas, acrylic and metallic paint. Dancing in the Rain. This piece is entitled Warrior Woman. It is done on 15 by 30 stretch canvas. It is a celebration of the color black and the people black. In this particular study, it is fun to see how this stark color of black juxtaposes with the bright color. So this is a color study, and it's also a celebration of the people in one. Warrior Woman, 2021. This panel is complete with lots of different art on here. I'll start up at the top with Royal, done in 2021. It is on 14 by 16 inch stretch canvas, and it's primarily done in a metallic gold to represent a regal people, a royal people. And this piece was very exciting to do. I was playing with etching and texture. And this piece is entitled Royal. Dropping just below that in that same color family, a gold and metallic, also some acrylics on a 16 by 20 stretched canvas, is entitled Cheetah's Eye. Below is this nice set of 2, and this set of 2 is called The Brothers. And they are done in an abstract view, but they certainly celebrate the afro, the strong jaw, the proud, erect head up high, surrounded by vibrant colors. This set is called The Brothers as we celebrate them. Over on this panel here, you find Tribe. Tribe is a set of 4. It is presented to you as one today, but it can be disaggregated into separate frames, as they're each 14 by 16 inch panels. There are 4. And it is called Tribe because it represents the celebration of the textures and culture of our people in Africa primarily. We know that as we go through the different tribes, that they have their own significant fabric and tapestry, mud cloth, kente cloth, and this was my creation of a pattern to celebrate my tribe, which is the Harris tribe. And as it goes, a lot of us don't know our history or our derivatives, but we are able to now look into those things with genealogy and those type of things. So hopefully we'll be able to trace those patterns back to the original ones, Mother Africa. Tribe, y'all. This set is entitled Pretty Wings, and it is just wanting to bring joy into the homes of anyone who is looking on it, reminding you to smile, that there's powerful energy out there in the world, and to relax and enjoy yourself. So Pretty Wings is a set of 4. These are 6x6 panels, stretched canvas, done in mixed media. And the larger piece here is done on 15x30 inch stretched canvas as well. This set is sold together. It is Pretty Wings, done in 2021. Over next to that, in the middle, you'll see a piece called Bridge Over Troubled Water. And this piece is about just that. And many of you may know how troubles do come up in life, but you'll find that through people and through your faith, there are bridges over those troubled waters. Troubled Waters 2021, acrylic 9x12 inch on heavy art paper. And next over, we have Black Butterfly. And it was done in 2021. It's 20x20 inch acrylic stretched canvas, and its vibrancy is reminiscent of just that, as she claims the sky. Black Butterfly. Black butterfly, sail across the waters, tell your sons and daughters what the struggle brings. Here we have a fun little set that add a pop of color into your life. It's more studies of my abstract, looking towards Liechtenstein and some of his color patterns with the pointillism and the stripes. This piece is entitled Music, just like music. Hey. A lot of times when I'm painting, I'm listening to music, and so I was listening to some music when I was painting this, so the piece is entitled Music. This piece is entitled Connections, the juxtapositions of life, the angles, the jagged edges of life, the smoothed out places. It's done in 2021, 9x12 inch, stretch media or mixed media on stretch canvas. This piece is Connections, y'all. Well, this piece is called Regal. It is on an 18x24 inch stretched canvas. It's mixed media. It's Regal. And this is a shout out for anyone who needs to be reminded of who they truly are. Royal. Just catching a theme here, huh? This piece is entitled Queen Cicely. This piece was done a day after her passing. Cicely Tyson was and remains a cornerstone of African-American art and culture. She was and is an icon, a legend in her own right. She broke into the field of film and television when beautiful Black faces were not being represented, but she forged ahead, creating a path for others to follow behind her. Always classy, always regal, Queen Cicely. She's done in mixed media, primarily metallic and acrylic. And this particular piece is from her opening. She went to Tyler Perry's opening in Atlanta, Georgia. And this is the dress that she was wearing. And she had, as she would do, a black feather boa around her neck. And as I looked at the picture after her passing, it appeared that her boa was feathers. And so we gave her wings to send her on. Sail on, Queen. Sail on. Queen Cicely. There are other pieces, of course, in the show. I wanted to highlight and focus some of the main pieces, but I'm going to allow you to see some of the others. And I'll be back with you in a moment as we talk a little bit. We can come in on any pieces that you would like to talk about a little further. And there is some prizes that I would like to share with you all. So as I've been going through and talking about the different pieces, I'm gonna have a little trivia round, and I'm gonna see who was listening to some of that content. And if you guess the right answer and you put it in the chat before someone else, you will receive a free print of any of the pieces from the Dreamy Night. So that's gonna be fun. So I'm looking forward to talking with you all, and I'm looking forward to sharing with you in this experience. Thank you so much again, and I'll see you soon.